kids, they may not even, they say they're tough. Sometimes as women, and if I can be frank, African American women, sometimes we feel that we have something to prove. And I know that kind of is one of those things for me, that I have something to prove. So I have to go the extra mile. I remember I was competing in a pageant, and I won't name the pageant, but I was competing in a pageant. By the way, I won. But after I won, I thanked the judge. And I remember to this day distinctly what the judge said. And he said, "You didn't give us any other choice." And I knew I was in a competition, and I knew I had to win that state competition to go to the national competition. And all while I was preparing for this pageant, that was what was in the back of my mind, that I had to make it without a shadow of a doubt that I won. Because I know that just not necessarily talking about the pageant, but just in life and business, society, we have to make it without a shadow of a doubt that I belong here. One of the things that pushes me, I've been told, you can't do this, or outside of this system, you won't be successful. And I know at this stage in my life, that is what pushes me over the edge. And not the edge in a bad way, but the get it done edge, the you can't give up edge. Doesn't matter if you're tired, doesn't matter if you're sleepy, doesn't matter if you're hungry. You got to get this done. One, for my family, of course, but got that little thing in me, that I know I'm not alone, okay? I know I'm not by myself on this, but I got that little thing in me that says, I'm going to prove you wrong. And I'm going to prove you wrong to a point that it's not a shadow of a doubt that I was able to do it outside of this system, outside of this group, outside of your words, outside of the lines or the space that you tried to hold me in. So that little part of me, that's what pushes me over the edge. A lot of times growing up, people say, well, you won't really amount to this, you won't amount to that, or the only way you can be successful is that. And for women sometimes it's, oh, well, you have to marry this type of person to be successful. And great, listen, not gonna say you don't want to marry someone successful in their own right, but listen, I wanna be successful. I got some stuff in me that I have to put on display, and not because I'm showing off, but because these are the gifts that God put in me. God's given me certain gifts. One of my biggest fears was not using everything that God gave me, not using everything. And I got some crap in me like everybody else, but the good things and even the bad things you work on. I work on each and every day, or not bad, but the things you want to improve each and every day. But that was my greatest fear ever, that everything that God put in me, it wouldn't come to the forefront. So everything that I'm doing now, people, oh, well, this is brand new. No, it's not brand new. This is something that has been in me, that has been stirred up. And with me, it stirred up so much and so fast, I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice but to deliver on what was being stirred up. So where I am now, what I'm doing now, what I'm about to do is an accumulation of everything I've experienced has brought me to this point. People say, oh, well, this was done, or this has been done to me. No, nothing's been done to me. Nothing's been done to any of us. It's been done for us. This, whatever experience, whether it's now, 5 years ago, in the future, it's been done for me to push me to the next level. And I'm so grateful for every experience, the setbacks, the highs, the lows. Because I've had some highs, I've had some great accomplishment, I've had some setbacks as well. But it's not about the setbacks. To me, a winner, $1 million mindset, it's not that you accomplished something, is that you've been knocked down and you got back up and you gave it everything that you've got to get this done. And that's where I am now. So failure is all about the lens that you're looking through. I can't remember anything that I would deem as a failure. I would deem it as a lesson, because people look at failure has like a negative tone to it, a negative vibe. And I looked at everything, and I've had some things that people would consider failures, but I looked at them as lessons. What can I learn from this? What won't I do again? What could I do better? And that's how I look at it. And I think when you turn that word failure into lesson, then guess what? The downtime is decreased, okay? The mind or the thoughts that go along with you failed at something, it's less. So that's how I look at failure. And people are like, oh, that's like unreal. That sounds like, no. Well, again, it's about the lens that you're looking through. And that's what life is. That's what life is. And everybody that has been successful, everybody has failed. Everybody has failed, even in their current business and another interaction, a relationship, a job, or whatever. People have failed, but it's okay. It's okay. Give yourself some grace. People don't give themselves enough grace. And I get it. We got social media, we have media, we have society, we have family telling us, oh, you failed. Oh, you should feel bad. Oh, that's delayed the time that it's going to take you to reach your goal. When in essence, it's all a part of the plan. And I really, really strongly believe that everything I've gone through, every setback, everything that people would deem as a failure, it has only been a plan towards my success. So the thing that I would tell people is change your lens. Change your lens. Understand, again, that it didn't happen to you, it happened for you. And what am I supposed to get out of this? What am I supposed to learn? What am I supposed to improve on? Because sometimes it's a reflection of things that we need to work on. And that's a hard kind of pill to swallow sometimes. No, what do I need to do better? Do I need to work a little harder? Do I need to maybe change my environment? Do I need to change the people that I'm around? And also improving, self-improvement. What are you going to do? How are you different from last year to this year? What have you done to self-improve? If you haven't done anything to self-improve, guess what? You're not improving. So you have to do something every day to self-improve. And I truly, truly believe in that. I truly believe in getting better, not staying stagnant. Stagnant. I don't like that word. I don't like stagnant things. I don't like stagnant anything because that means I'm just sitting still. And again, now people might say, oh, well, sometimes you gotta sit still. Okay, come on, y'all. I know. Sometimes you gotta sit still. People say sit still to hear God. Yep, and I do during my prayer and meditation. But after my prayer and meditation, it's time to go to work. And that's how I would suggest anybody to start. No, you're not gonna go from 0 to 100. In a day. You're not going to go from 0 to 100, maybe not even in 30 days. But guess what? Go from 0 to 1, then from 1 to 2, then from 2 to 5, and then from 5 to 10. Okay, this is about starting and then having incremental growth. Incremental growth.